All right. Hi, everybody. I think everybody knows me, but I'm going to introduce myself anyway. I'm Lauren Smithson, Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus, and we are going to go over some of the Gold School recap type of things that we saw, that we experienced. We don't want to share all the information that we got because when you go, not if you go, but when you go, we want you to soak it all in and learn all the great things too. So we're just going to share a little bit about our experience from this weekend and our favorite highlights. So if you're not sure what Gold School even is, for anybody that has earned the rank of gold or helped develop a gold between January and now has been invited to a quarterly gold school where they do specific training for that level and really just specific training in general, because I think there's so many different people and levels that can benefit from that training. I went as a Sapphire and felt like I got a lot out of it as well. So no matter what level you're at, you're going to get something out of it. So if you do get invited, I really recommend that you go. Sometimes it's going to be further away maybe than your hometown. I was really lucky that it was 25 minutes from my house, and it was worth taking the day. It was worth it. I was going to go to the one in Texas earlier this year and couldn't swing it. So this just worked really well. And I'm so glad that I went. First of all, I wasn't sure what to expect. It's a gold school. It's a smaller scale event. I didn't know what kind of things Plexus would have for us. They went all out. And probably everybody's going to say that when they're talking tonight, I'm assuming, but there were gifts at every single seat. There were all of the photo ops that they have at convention and all the other events that they have for us. There was food every 2 hours, and it was really good food, and it was catered and beautiful. And I don't know, they just had really great spaces of taking a little break, having a little snack, and then going back in for some training. So I haven't even gotten to the training part yet, but I just felt so loved, valued, cared for. They really just lift us up and elevate us at every single level. And I think that it's just such a testament to the company that we're involved with, the integrity of them, and I just feel like we're so blessed to be a part of this company. And it just solidified it even more for me after this weekend. So I think that's all I'm going to share. I don't want to say a million things because I think the other girls are going to have some things to share too. After Elizabeth talks, if there's something I want to add, then I will jump back in. But I was just blown away with how much they did for a one-day event for gold ambassadors to come to. I just felt like it was above and beyond what I could have ever expected. So for those of you that we all have the opportunity to earn it, right? Whether you're going to go gold or you're going to develop a gold, this is very worthwhile training. And I will say that I have some new ideas that I'm going to use as a Sapphire moving forward. So it's for everyone. Next will be Tracy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tracy Bachman. This was my very first ever any Plexus event. I haven't been to anything before, so I was really had no idea what to expect, like Lauren said. But when I got there, I was just blown away. I thought it was going to be like a simple little, I was thinking about wearing something a little bit less, and it was just very extravagant. You walked in feeling like, wow, this is for me. This is for us. You just knew that you were appreciated because they spent a lot of time on this. So I didn't know what to expect, but I remember going and just viewing myself as less than everybody else there. I tend to compare. And so even though I knew that everybody there is gold and or above, I just remember thinking of myself that way. But when I got there and I saw all these other women in this room, I don't know, I just thought I made it. I made it. And they used some phrases that kind of challenged me. And one of them was they encouraged us to cheer each other on and be inspired by other people's successes. And so for me, when they said that, it just kind of opened my eyes that these women are here to cheer me on, that I'm not here to compare myself. I'm here on a team that cares about me. So after being at the event, I just felt personally cheered on. I didn't have to feel like I was competing, but this team is for me and this team is for you. So I was really encouraged by that, but also challenged. Another phrase they used was to do it scared. I was encouraged to stop hiding behind my fear. I don't know how many women were there. I assume a couple hundred, but so many shared that they struggled with fear as well. And I just remember thinking that I am not the only one. There are women here who are scared doing this too, and we're doing it scared together, and that's okay. We're here to cheer each other on. So being scared to do what we do is normal, and I just felt elevated. So after leaving the event, I felt full and encouraged and thankful that I get to be a part of this team, a part of this community. And I just wanted to encourage you guys that you are being cheered on, not just by all of us, but by Plexus, the company. They're here to cheer you on, and they made that very, very clear. So if you ever have a chance to go, definitely make the time. It was worth it. And I can say that I did not regret it at all. I was very excited and I loved it. And I know that you wouldn't regret it if you showed up too.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jennifer Harris. I am gold. And yes, ditto to what Lauren and Tracy said. Most importantly, too, that was one of my biggest things, too, that I kept thinking of is do it scared. And I kept going back to convention when I can't remember her name, but the firefighter said, actions cancel out your fear. I'm still working on all of that. I mean, I'm doing it scared right now, talking to just a handful of people. Why is it so different than talking to a classroom of kids? That is my biggest thing, and continuing to change my mindset and believing in myself. I don't know why. I'm a little emotional tonight. So, and they caught me on that the other day, so I apologize. It was great. Everybody was being poured into. It was convention, but on a much smaller scale. You were still loved, poured into, spoiled, everything. I think the most important thing is the people that you went with. They're there, exactly what Tracy said. They're cheering you on. They are there for you. And you can do this. And I need to be bold with gold. So thanks. Some other personal stuff going on that my emotions just catch the best of me sometimes. So thank you for letting me be scared.
Oh, Jen, we're totally here for you. And we're so proud of you for so many reasons. And just sharing your heart is huge. That's a huge deal. And I just wrote, you're going to help so many people because there's so much emotion behind what you want to do now and share and all of that. So just, oh, so proud of you. I'm going to cry too. So let's chat for a minute. I want to wrap up. I'm Eilers-Heffner, Sapphire Ambassador, and it was so fun to go. I mean, some people were asking like, oh, have you been to Gold School before? I'm like, no, this is a brand new, whole brand new program. And I'm excited to help more people go gold so I can go again. Because it was that good, even as a Sapphire, being able to go in and feel that support and love from our company, from our upper management, right? From our leaders. They aren't really managers. They're definitely in that leadership role. And that is so huge and has always spoken to me. So what I want to just kind of give you a lot of tidbits probably, but not too many because that I'll have to just make more videos. But I want to share with you that the first thing that they presented was leadership. So Plexus came in and said, Leadership 101, and Sheila Medina happened to have been our speaker. So she was the first diamond. Couple of things that stood out with her speaking and sharing is that she was the first diamond and she was on the stage alone. And she was like, I don't like this. This is not a good feeling. I want people up here with me. And she made that happen the next year. She challenged her other people that were working Plexus full time at the time. And then there were more diamonds. Like I don't remember, some numbers person out there can type it in the chat. And she also, you guys, was very, very, very successful in another company. And she left that company for Plexus because she knew that Plexus was special and different and was literally going to change so many people's lives that she just had to take that chance. And obviously it's paid off exponentially for her, but she had to step out in fear. I didn't know that part about Sheila Medina. I knew that she was the first diamond. I knew some of her story. I did not know that she left a very successful other company to come to Plexus. So that's huge. So anyway, back to leadership. Plexus is telling us as Golds that you are a leader. And I want to remind all of you that you are a leader. Even if you're not a Gold yet, you are a leader. And so the sooner that you embrace that leadership side of your business and embrace that for yourself, the sooner you can grow in that area and the stronger your team is going to be. Okay. So they really talked about that. There was some whatever that word is, specific things about leadership and none of really what we heard, even for our Golds that were there. I don't think that any one thing was like super brand new and they'd never ever heard it before. Some of the IPA like ideas, like a very specific IPA plan, that was really cool. And that was kind of new for me. So I'm sure that was new for some, but in terms of the other teachings and talks and encouragement, nothing should have been so brand new. And I lend that to our Pink Power Jewels. I lend that to us working really hard to give you good information, but to have it all in like a course was really, really valuable, right? Where you can just sit and ingest for a whole day is always very valuable. So that was really cool. But the other thing that she talked about, this came from Genevieve. So moving on. And she really gave some very specific conversations and clues on how to help people and what to say. And I'll have to like get these written out into a post or something, but just really giving people the idea that they deserve more and better for their lives, that we have a solution. We talk about that all of the time. But saying like, I understand that you're struggling with X, Y, and Z, and so did I, or so did my friend. And I don't know if this might be a good fit for you, but if you're open to information, I'd love to share. Okay. There's no need to make this weird. It's just like I said, or if I see a friend at work and they're like, oh my goodness, my head hurts so bad. If they're on their desk with a headache or something, I'm going to say, hey, can I get you some water? Can I get you some Motrin? Can I get you some ease? Like, I'm going to try to help them. And we have that opportunity here too. So just don't make it weird. And then just having normal and bold conversations with people. Like, I'm looking for people to partner with me this month in changing people's lives. I'm checking in with you to see if you wanted to check it out and decide for yourself. So I loved that. I don't always end my conversations with decide for yourself, but that really stood out to me and I really liked it. Even saying, and then following up with it could be a great opportunity to provide some extra breathing room for your family, or this could be an opportunity to have more security for you and your family. So again, saying, hey, I want you to check it out for yourself though, right? No, and she made a good point that everyone wants to buy, but no one wants to be sold to. And this, I think we've all been guilty of this in certain times where we walk into a store and we know we need a pink shirt or something, like we have something specific in mind and we walk in and the salesperson's like, oh, hi, how are you today? Can I help you? Like, nope, I'm good. I'm just looking. And we get like this, I'm here, I'm going to figure it out for myself kind of attitude, right? And keeping that in mind, that we want to paint this picture for people and not pounce on them. And so I really, really loved that. And then they did go over the yes for success, and they actually went over some back office stuff that was kind of cool for some people, I think. And then the yes for success, don't forget that we have a whole thing in our back office for that. As a reminder, here's my plug on that. Our product info sheets, if it says it on the product info sheet, you can say it in a post. So watch the inflammation word. That one we all, and I myself am guilty of, and I'm so sorry to be a bad example. But really watching the words. And then there's these like sheets in the back office, the yes for success. So if you're questioning what you should or shouldn't be posting, if it says it on the product info sheet, you can say it. And then the last thing that stood out to me, when, like I mentioned, Genevieve was going over this whole like IPA system that's a little different than ours in terms of, it's not really different. It's just more pointed, and time. She gave time limits for things. And she was very pointed that we reach out about the products, we reach out about the business and the bonuses, and that we boldly reach out about the business, and that we want to have all of those conversations, and not just with the same people over and over again, but actually making new contacts. And then she really encouraged us to say, she's like, you guys, I think every day I'm going to go into Plexus and resign so that I can come back as a double diamond, because we have gold. We have pure gold to offer to our friends and family. And shame on us for not talking to more people when we have something that can truly help to change their life. So she was very strong about that. And I was about to cry, like, and it's so true that we have these tools to really help people that are struggling right now, especially financially. And then when you're struggling and worried and stressed about finances, your physical health is going to take a toll. That's how it works. We've seen it. We've seen it in our friends. We've seen it in ourselves. And if you need, again, this was mentioned already today, but if you need help, or was this on the call with Leah? I think it was Leah's call, but borrow belief from us. If you're still working on that belief, you guys, I don't take meds. I go work out 6 days a week. I mean, I look a little wonky sometimes, but I tell you what, I'm functioning way better than I did even 9 years ago. Okay. And that I really lend a lot of that to the healing that these products have brought to my body. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope you're all having a great night. Thank you for taking the time to get on and being flexible, as we know that there were some changes with our team and our schedule.